flee to the hills. Flee to the hills. Messiah warned about this in Matthew 24. When you see the abomination causing desolation standing in a holy place, as spoken to the prophet Daniel, then flee to the hills. Don't even pick up your stuff, your belongings, just leave it behind. In the year 66 AD, the Roman armies came very close to destroying Jerusalem. They came to the temple, but they were, for some reason, taken back. They withdrew. That gave the opportunity, the open window for true followers of Messiah to escape Jerusalem. Well, all happened in the year 66 when the Roman armies withdrew. The Jews were minting coins, peace and safety, clapping their hands. Oh, the Romans have gone. But the true followers of Messiah knew the warning to escape Jerusalem. And for 4 years, have you thought about this? For 4 years they lived, right, in the wilderness. It's a long time, 4 years, isn't it? Leaving behind your belongings and your relatives. So what happened 4 years later, going from 66 AD to 70 AD? The Roman armies under Titus smashed Jerusalem. Messiah predicted this: an army will come and they will form around you, Jerusalem, pointed sticks. You see, the Romans were quite horrific. They denuded the forestry around Jerusalem. They smashed the whole forestry and made pointed sticks so no one could escape. 1,100,000 Jews, according to Josephus, were slaughtered in the year 70 AD when Titus brought the return of the Roman armies. Apart from those who were taken then in captivity, Judea Capta, with the Roman coin minted. So imagine that, 4 years in the wilds. I wonder how many returned and lost faith and went back to Jerusalem. We don't know. The point of this video is this: flee to the hills. You see, the whole economy of this world is going to collapse very shortly. Oh yeah, big time. Big time. We will be on our own, every man and woman for themselves. Do you know, the women in Jerusalem were boiling their own children because they got to the point of starvation, as in the year 587 when Nebuchadnezzar came against Jerusalem. Can you imagine that? Eating your own baby. Hard to imagine, isn't it? You and I haven't been to that state yet. That's why Messiah said, flee to the hills. Our economy is going to collapse very soon. Very soon. The whole world is like a domino effect. Once one goes down, the whole lot collapses. Right? Are you prepared for that, beloved? Are you prepared when you can't go to a store to buy food? Are you prepared for the horrors to come on this earth? The worst place to live in the near future is in a city. It's going to be horrific, animalistic, anarchy. The horrors coming on this earth very shortly are going to amaze you. Your little paradise, your little home, you've probably got a mortgage you've paid off, is going to be worthless. Your money in your bank is going to be worthless. We have got to be so strong, so strong. I know your friends, maybe your Facebook friends, will mean nothing. When the internet is brought down, your so-called friends are going to be meaningless, and my so-called friends meaningless. We have to be prepared to stand alone, to flee to the hills. And if you think I'm joking, you watch this space. Our faith in Messiah must be so solid, so strong. No church, no religious building or cult building is going to save you or me. It's our personal trust in Messiah. It's going to get bad, folks, really bad. That's why Isaiah said in Matthew 24, because of the increase of lawlessness, anarchy basically, the love of the greater number will cool off. Who are you and I trusting in? That's the key question. Are you and I prepared to go it alone? To go it alone? Because your family and so-called friends will be of no use to you or me. It's going to get horrific, folks. It's going to get terrible on this earth. Read Revelation 6 very carefully, that chapter. It's going to get horrific. I don't want to bring you down. I want to wake you up. Luke 21 says, as these things start to occur, these horrors, raise yourself erect, lift your heads up, because you know your deliverance is getting near. I'll tell you now, most people will be needing a change of underwear when that happens, because they have not built a personal faith with Messiah. They are relying and resting on churches or organizations to carry them through. It's going to get terrible. It's going to get terrible on this earth, surely. Messiah said, unless those days were cut short with tribulation, no flesh would be saved. Did you get that? Unless those days were cut short, no flesh would be saved. But on account of the chosen ones, the elect, those days will be cut short. And get away from these idiots who proclaim this rapture theory to you, which is only a few centuries old through a prick called Darby. Okay? You're not going to be taken up in the clouds. You're not that special. Unless those days were cut short, no flesh will be saved. But on account of the chosen ones, those days will be cut short. Okay? You ain't going up to any clouds, folks. You ain't. You ain't that special. Neither am I. Better people than you and me have suffered more than you and me for the name of the faith, being burnt alive with the Bible around their neck, and you in your audacity think you're going to be transported, raptured. Get real. Paul says in Thessalonians, it's righteous on God's part to repay tribulation for those who make tribulation for you when the Messiah comes down in a flaming fire with his angels. very, very few people from this generation will be saved. Very few. A guy said to Messiah, "Are those being saved few?" His reply, "Agonize yourself," in the Greek. Agonize yourself to get into the narrow door, because I tell you, many will seek to get in, but they will not. They will not. You see this gay agenda thing now in the USA, you know, the USA, the big mouthpiece of the world. Have you really comprehended what that really means? Is the dam broken to let in all kinds of filth, right? You've got paedophiles now claiming the same rights as homosexuals, and also people are claiming to have polygamy brought in. This is Sodom and Gomorrah, folks. Are you putting a rainbow picture on your profile because you've received the mark already? If you're going along with this gay agenda, you've been marked already. But you say, "Alan, we should love everybody." Yeah, we do. But we love God before mankind. Get that right in your head. You stupid people putting your rainbow profile. You're so stupid. You've actually agreed with the filth, scum, spewing of flesh. The Father says quite plainly, you read the Bible carefully. I'm talking about Christians here, so-called. It's an abomination for a man or woman to lie with a man or woman. Get real. Solomon said, there's a generation that's not being cleaned up from its own excrement, or shit if you like, and we're living in it right now. And very few people will be saved from this generation. Honestly, folks, very few people will be part of the bride class. James says, James 4, "What? Adulteresses, don't you know that friendship with the world makes you, or me, an enemy of God?" 1 John 2, 15-17. The desire of the eyes, etc., does not originate the Father. Furthermore, this world, this cosmos in Greek, is passing away. But he that does the will of God, the Father, endures or remains forever. Are you prepared for what's to come? The horrors on this earth are going to be unimaginable. Read Revelation 6 very carefully. The woes coming on this earth are going to be horrendous. Only those who are stabilized in the Father will endure. The compromise is going on right now. You've got churches, made me want to throw up in America. Oh yeah, we welcome the gay agenda. Messiah's going to spew you out of his mouth. He's going to spew you out of his mouth. It comes down to one equation. You and me personally, in a personal relationship with Messiah. Forget every other human, family member or friend. They will not help you when it comes to the final scenario. They won't. It's you and me before our God and before Messiah. Your so-called friends on Facebook. Oh, I got 500 friends on Facebook. Whoopee freaking do. They will not be there for you when the internet is brought down. It will be brought down. The freedom of speech will be curtailed. Watch this space carefully. That's why I do so many videos. This is our hour to speak. Messiah said the hour is coming when no man can work. The hour is coming when no man can work or preach truth. Messiah said to Satan, this is your hour and the authority of darkness. So what will you do when the internet goes down? You can't do this to seek comfort in human beings. It's going to come, folks. You and I are going to stand personally on our own. And then this book here, which we take for granted, may well be banned. May well be banned. So make sure that's in your heart. Read it daily. Consume yourself in the Word rather than 24/7 doing this crap. I do my fair share of this. Have you prayed today? Have I prayed today? Have we talked to the Father today? Have we thanked Him? Have we gone into His Word today? Serious question. I'm being honest with you folks. Have you and I done that today? Prayed as we wake up, pray during the day, pray when we go to bed, thanking Him, and gone into His Word? How many of you could answer that question honestly? Or are you, let's see what my friends say. Horrific times are coming to us, folks. Unimaginable horrors are coming on this earth very shortly. And one thing will protect you, your personal faith in God. And that can't be turned on like a light switch. It's like exercise. You can't build a good body overnight. You've got to build up faith gradually. Agreed? The time is coming, Revelation speaks, where people will say, oh, hide me in the dens and caves of the earth, because, you know, I want to die. But death will escape them. You've got the Illuminati building their underground bunkers now, right? Thinking that's going to save them. That's their Pharaoh too. So the key point of this video is this. Pray as much as you can as you wake up, through the day, and last thing at night. And study the Word, because one day that book will be taken out of your sight and you will not be allowed to read the Scriptures, right? The devil tried this centuries ago. He tried to ban the Bible. People were burnt alive in the UK especially, and he's going to bring it about very shortly. And none of your so-called friends on Facebook or YouTube or whatever are going to help you whatsoever. Get founded and stabilized through the Holy Spirit right here, right now. Shalom.